Today I will be starting with the for in Python. Some people call it loop, some people call it statement. Both the point of views are correct. So here what I do is that for I take a variable I, you can name it G or whatever, HI, okay. So I go from range 1 to 5 and I am printing the value of high 1 to 5. But another variable I am taking up j. By default, both hi and j are integers. I take a variable, second one, which is j. I'm going from 1 to 15 with a gap of 3. And I am printing the values of j. But here you must have observed that I am also using indentation. Uh, One more thing I want to highlight today is that I take a third variable, k. I go from some negative value to some positive value with a gap of say whatever 4. Now it is starting the counting from 1, it goes till 15 and it is adding plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 every time. This will make the output little bit more clear. Okay, this will also make the output little bit more clear. It will be easy to distinguish. That is why I am putting up commas. It will start from minus 1, sorry, minus 10. It is starting from minus 10. It goes up to a positive number 15 and it will add plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 every time. The question is, can it go from larger to lower values? The answer is no. It can only go from lower to larger values. I save it and let us execute three pieces of code. The first output is it is printing from 1 to 5, so it is printing 1 2 3 4. At 5 it will stop because the bracket here you can see the bracket is ending at 5. The second piece of code is it is going from 1 to 15, so it is going from 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 10 plus 13. It cannot go plus 3 after this because it will be more than 15. And the third piece of the code is it is starting addition from minus 10, then plus 4, then plus 4, okay, then plus 4, then plus 4, then plus 4, plus 4. Beyond 14 it cannot go because that will be more than 15, which is not possible. So let us uh, go ahead with the second example in for loop or for statement. Control C, Alt Tab, Control V. So I take an integer variable, I name it as n. To have a little bit more fun, I can take it nq or whatever. Okay, so that also you can take up. As you can observe that some piece of code is automatically coming up, that is Microsoft Copilot, and here it is coming up. So here I take an input variable and I put average will be equal to 0, avg, uh, as sum is equal to 0. Then I take a variable for I in the range from 1 to nq plus 1. So practically it is from 1 to nq only, plus 1 that will not be counted because brackets have their own rules. I am adding sum is equal to sum plus I. Okay. Initially I was 1. So s initially was 0. So I am adding the two values and average will be s plus s divided by, sorry, s divided by I. Now what will be the value of I? The maximum value of I will be nq. I'm repeating it. It is nq. It is not nq plus 1. And here s okay, so sum of digits that will be okay, so it will be adding up. And okay, so nq is the value which you are giving, okay, because nq, okay, so and average is equal to s divided by I. So if I talk about the I, then I will practically have the value which you are giving. So this is the sum of first numbers, and this is the average of first few numbers or first n numbers, whatever you are giving. So let me just run it up. This entire code is available on Google Colab. That is available in the description. So you can download it and you can use it. Let me keep it simple. I give the value of n to be 4. Okay. So sum of numbers will be 1 plus 2 plus 3. This will be equal to 6 plus 4. This will be equal to 10. It is not nq plus 1. It is nq only. And okay, so s divided by I, again it is divided by 4 only. That is 2.5. One more thing point to be noted here is that it is uh, converting integer to float. That is automatic conversion it is doing. Okay, so don't ask me why it is doing. I'm not the interpreter. The Python is the interpreter. It is doing it. It is converting integer to float automatically. I gave the integer value and it is giving me the float value as the output. So let me copy paste it. Control C, Control V. So I take two numbers A and B in this code. Let me save it first. And both of them are integer values. I take C in the range from A to B. It is not B plus 1. Practically, you are using a bracket, so it is B. And if their result of division between C and 2, okay, this is the mod mod. So this is percent is the mod, so it will give the remainder once you are dividing one number by another number. If mod is equal to 0, then it is printing it is an even number. Otherwise, if you get non-zero number in the mod, it is an odd number. Okay, so let us execute it once. So I'll keep it small because if I take a large number, it will get complicated. Okay, so let me take it 7. Okay, uh, okay, 9. So it is testing the values from 7 to 9. And 7 is an odd, 8 is even, 9 is again odd number because 8 can be easily divided by 0. 7 and 9 cannot be okay, 8 can be easily divided by 1. I said 0, that was wrong. Okay, so 8 can be easily divided by 2. 8 can be easily divided by 2. 7 and 9 cannot be divided by 2. Okay, you will get 1 as the remainder. I'm sorry for that error. So this code is printing multiple table, multiplication table. I take and integer value given by me, given by the user, and this is just a normal print statement. This is another normal print statement for JJ in range from 2 to 2. Okay, so it is going, it is starting from 2, it is going till 22, and it is saying that A multiplied by JJ is the value which you are giving. Okay, and it is printing the value A multiplied by JJ. So it is just a normal for loop, and it is going from 2 to 22, and it is putting up the value after multiplication. Okay, the value which you are giving. Okay, for example, I want to print the table of 3, 3 till 22. Let me zoom it. So there you are. I forgot to tell you this is 21. 22 will not come here because this bracket will terminate till 21 only. This is a very famous problem. Finding out the factorial of a number. Next one. Okay. So here I take an input number x. If it is equal to 0, 0 factorial is 1. And so here I go from range 1 to x plus 1. If x is equal to 1, then this will be counted as 1 only, not x plus 1, 2. That is not possible. Factorial is equal to factorial multiplied by y. Initially, it is 1 only, okay? So if it is 2, then it is 2 multiplied by 1, that is 1, okay? So this is the factorial of a number. This will be factorial of x is factorial, okay? So I executed. Let me give you a basic example. 3 factorial is 6, okay? So that is 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1, okay? So here I take a number, and initially number of composite numbers are equal to 0 for h in range 2 to p, okay? What is p? P is the value of the number which you are giving. So if p percent h is equal to 0, okay, so that is the remainder once you are dividing one number by another. So composite is equal to 1, and then it breaks so this break statement will get executed, and it will put the control out of the loop, okay, out of this loop, okay, this one. So if composite is equal to 1, then print it is composite, otherwise the number is prime. So what is a composite number? Any number which is not a prime number. 2 is a composite number, 4 is a composite number, 6 is a composite number, 8 is a composite number, 9 is a composite number. They are not prime numbers. So here what I do is that I take h in range from 2 to p over here. Okay. So what is p? P is the number which I am giving, and I'm starting from 2 because the smallest prime number, I think it is 2. Okay. 1 we are not counting it because already every number is divisible by 1. So we are not considering that. Okay. So here if the modulo p divided by h, okay, so if it is 0, so here I take uh, uh, okay, so it is incrementing from 2 to p, and if it is 0, okay, so it is saying that if the modulo is 0 or the output is 0 after remainder after division, so uh, it is not a prime number, so that makes it a composite number, okay. So if it is a composite number, it will print composite, else it is if this condition is false. I did not use else over here, but if the condition is false, uh, then it is saying that number is prime. I did use else, but don't confuse with this one, okay? Because have you, if you look at the indentation, here the indentation is different, here the indentation is different. This else is related to this if, okay? I take 11 over here, okay? Number is a prime number. Let me take some large number, which is 2 to the power 12, 4096. So that is a composite number. I go to full screen. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this code? TP is equal to total prime numbers, TC is equal to total composite numbers, while one is true or while one is greater than 0. So I take a variable nu and I print, I take the input, enter number. If it is -1, then I take, so if it is double equal to -1, I execute the break statement. So if I have to terminate this code, if I have to get out of this code, I give -1. So here, if I composite, okay, so this is a variable name. Is composite is a user defined variable. Is composite is equal to 0 for I in the range from 2 to nu. Okay, so I am increasing the value of I start from 2 and I go to nu. Practically it is nu minus 1. So if nu percent I, so I am testing each number by number. I am testing from 2 to nu minus 1. If it is double equal to 0, the value and the data type both are equal to 0. Here data type is integer. So here I am adding is composite equal to 1. Initially it was 0. I am putting up the value 1 and I put up a break statement to get out of this code. Here if is composite is true, okay, if is composite is true, okay, so total composite is equal to total composite plus 1. TC is equal to TC plus 1. So I do admit I have used many shortcuts in this program. But anyways, if you are using some good language like C or Java, then definitely you will avoid these kind of shortcuts. So else total number of prime is plus is equal to 1. So if it is not a composite number, then it becomes a prime number. So initially TP, that total prime number was 0, but here I am realizing that it is not a composite number, so it becomes a prime number. Then it is printing total number of composite or total number of prime. Okay, so here total composite it is adding up and total prime it is adding up, so that it is printing it up in the end. This is how the logic flows. So I take a number, 8 is a composite number. I take 7, 7 is a prime number. I take 11 is a prime number. I take 6 is a composite number. Now I put up -1 to execute this break statement and get out of this loop. Okay. Total C, total composite is 2 and total prime TP is equal to 2. So here I am getting the total prime numbers and total composite numbers. Control C, Alt Tab, Control V, and Control S. Okay, some keyboard shortcuts. I take enter a number, NUM. I take second number, till power. I take result is equal to 1. So for I in a range from 1 to n, it is putting result. Initially it was 1, but here it is saying that result multiplied by num. Okay, so here it is taking multiplication, okay, and number to the power n is result. Okay, so what is a to the power b? So that is okay, so that is just multiplying again and again. So let me just run it again. Okay, so I take a number, for example I take 3 to the power 4. 3 to the power 4 is 81. Okay, 5 is 243, I guess. Yeah, 243 only. Okay, so 3 to the power 4 is 81. Now here result is equal to result multiplied by num. Okay, so what is initial value of result? That is 1. Num is the number which I am giving, that is 3. So result is so here result is equal to result multiplied by number. Initially the value was 1, and for I it goes from 1 to n. So what was the value of till power? Till power was 4. So it is going from 1 okay, so it is multiplying it. Okay, so 3 to the power, but like 3 multiplied by 3 one time, multiply by 3 second time, multiply by 3, or already we have got 3. Okay, so 4 time will be automatic, so 3 to the power 4 will be 81. Again highlighting, control C, alt tab, control V, and control S. There is a space that does not matter. Okay, only thing that matters is that you should have a green line over here on the left hand side. I take a number, x is equal to input, enter a number, y is equal to 0 for z in the range from 1 to x. So if the remainder is 0, it is saying that b is equal to z to the power 2. Okay, else, okay. So here I'm taking sum of squares of even numbers. What is an even number? Even number is say 3, 5, 7. Okay. So up to what extent? The extent is enter a number. So this is the number which you are giving. So I take an okay. So if even number that is an odd number. Okay, 3, 5, 7, 9. That is an odd number. I'm sorry for that. I gave you the wrong statement. Even number is I'll call it this 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, 10. This is an even number. So if it is an even number, so it is saying that b is equal to z star star 2, else b is equal to 0 and y is equal to y plus b. Now here what I do is that first of all it is testing if it is an even number. If it is an even number and it is true, so here it is taking z to the power 2, from where it is going, it is going from 1 to x. Okay, so it is taking z to the power 2 and it is y is equal to y plus b. It is adding up sum of squares, it is taking up, and here it is printing the sum of squares. So sum of squares, 2 square plus 4 square, that should be 20. 16 plus 4. If you want to learn this code, personally, I recommend that you should do practice, and even if you want to do copy paste, do it. Okay, instead of just simply watching, because in the end, only practicing will make you learn a language. So this space does not matter, but I don't want to teach you wrong concepts, so I'm removing it. So I take a number, I take this as integer number, and I take this as a float number for z in the range from 1 to x, not x plus 1, this is x. So I take float is equal to z upon on z plus 1. Okay, so I am taking say 1 upon okay, firstly it is 0 upon 1, 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3, uh, 3 upon 4, and it is taking the sum of values. Initially y was 0, this is the fraction part. So sum of 1 upon 2, 2 upon 3 up to x upon x plus 1 is this. So I take a number, say 2. Okay, so the answer is okay, 1 plus 1 by 2, that will be 1.5. Okay, so initially it is okay, okay, so here initially it was 0 upon 1 plus 1 upon 2. Okay, plus 2 upon 3. This will be equal to 0.6666. Okay, so so the output which I'm getting is that I take 2. Okay, so that will be 2 upon 3. Okay, so this will be 0.666. Okay, so here it is taking 1.1666. Okay, so the answer is correct only because zero point 0.5 plus 1.6666, this will be equal to 1.166666. Okay, so this is totally correct. You can try with large values, but just to make the video simple, I'm not taking up large values. So in the next code, I'm taking a number and I take another number, y is equal to 0. This is int. This is again int by default. Y is equal to 0. This is integer by default. For z in range from 1 to x, it is printing z cube, z to the power 3, z to the power 3, and it is adding up. So this is sum of series. So sum of series of cubes, okay, this is what it is doing. So I enter a number like 3, okay. So 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube, okay, this will be equal to 1 plus 8 plus 27, which is total of 36. This is a very common program. It is calculating uh, okay. So it is calculating this initial value, rate of investment, rate of interest, number of years, okay, and final value. So here it is taking for I in range from years, and it is taking final values equal to initial value, because final value I have put up as initial value 1 plus rate of interest divided by 100, okay. And okay, so it is just calculating the rate of interest, okay. Let me just keep it simple, okay. So initial value I'm taking, I got, for example, 100 rupees or $100 or 100 dirhams with me. Okay. Rate of investment, for example, it is 5 years, and years is again 5. Okay. So here it is saying that for first year I get 105 rupees or $105. Then second year I get 110.25. For third year I get 115. For fourth year I get 121. For fifth year I get 127. So you can count based on the inflation. Okay, so first of all, this is the initial value which it got published over here. Then rate of investment, it got published here. Years that it got accepted over here. In final value is equal to IV, which is initial value. So I take years value and okay, and I print this minus 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 minus. Okay, so it is just a normal print statement. You can easily skip it also. It's not that serious matter. So for I in okay, so for I in range from 1 to number of years plus 1, okay, so it is taking final value is equal to final value multiplied by 1 plus rate of interest. Okay, so it is calculating the rate of interest and just taking up the final value based upon that. Okay, now I take a variable A, I go from 1 to 6. Then I take a variable B. Again, I'm going from 1 to 6. Okay, 1 to 5. Sorry, 1 to 5. Okay, here it is 1 to 5, not 1 to 6. Okay, and I am printing up the values that okay, okay, okay. It is printing up 5 times, and B it is again printing up 1 times 1 to 5. Okay, so it is printing first loop 5 times, second loop 5 times, third loop 5 times, fourth loop 5 times, fifth loop 5 times. It is actually 6, but it get executed 5 times only. For A in range 1 to 6, print okay. Okay, so it is printing okay, and minus okay, A, the value of A it is printing over here. The value of A is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then minus it is printing. Okay, minus, 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 and minus. And del is just to aid the print statement. And for B in range 1 to 6, it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1 to 5 it is. It is not 1 to 6. Okay, it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so this was the last one. Now read this code properly. It states that for B1 in Mars 4 mission, print B1 and equal to. Now you must be wondering that this B1 does not exist in this string. Now how it is calculating? Why it is printing it out? Let me first of all print the output. Then it will be easy for you. So let me save it and I print it away. See, B1 is not in the string, even then it is printing it out. Why? Because it is the string literal and it is a sequence of characters. For doesn't check whether a variable exists beforehand. It iterates over the sequence, iterating each character loop variable. The loop executes the body for each character, printing all the characters because of end equal to single quote single quote. Okay, so this Mars 4 mission is treated as array of MARS 4 MISSION. So it is treated as array of separate characters. Okay, that's all, and thank you.